It'd be funny when, man. It'd be funny as hell to me watching ugly girls cry for love. It's not coming. It's not fucking coming. Just want somebody to show me some romance. Bitch, did you see yourself?
Nah, that's not what it is. We all out here, not all, but people out here chasing what they can't have. It's somebody that love her. She don't want it from him or her or whoever her preference is.
Well, that's her fault.
Like, we be out here chasing the tail.
Instead of the person that's good for you.
Right, that's for anybody. Like, I be hating those posts where somebody who doesn't look as good as you, and they with they girl, and then they be tweeting.
How they get this?
Here I am. I'm still single.
Right.
There's somebody that wants all of your attention. And you won't give it to them.
Meanwhile, your inbox and your DMs and your text messages got 48 unread messages from the nigga that could love you right.
Right. But
you hating on the ugly joint.
Right.
Well, that you think is ugly.
I be hating that. But here I am, and single.
I hate the ones that I come across. I hate these fucking threads. Can we get a thick girl thread? No, man. Just relax. Y'all just want this fucking validation to make yourself feel better about yourselves. You're fat. I'm gonna tell you straight up. You're fat.
Well,
not that nobody likes it, but other words are chubby, thick girls. Throw a fat girl thread in there. Fuck it. Call it what it is.
I think that there have been some, but to piggyback off what you're saying, I just don't want it. I just don't want them to use Twitter as their feel good moment.
Right.
Do it off of social media. You don't need social media to justify or, you know what I'm saying, like give you the thumbs up on that you're beautiful.
Yeah, they do.
If you're I'm just saying they shouldn't. If you feel like you're beautiful, get on Twitter and do your thing, but don't use Twitter as your therapy, as your therapist, social media as, I need to feel good right now. Y'all tweet me something nice.
Man. Yeah, like I can't, like me, myself as a man, like I can't be like, all right, y'all, let's start a dark-skinned nigga with waves and smiles thread. Like, no.
They do exist.
No. I don't need none of that from none of you niggas. I don't give a fuck if you think I look good, if you think I'm ugly, if you think I'm medium ugly, or just not attractive at all. I don't care. I'm going to keep walking in my shoes the way that I've been walking.
Dad threads, dark skin with a nice smile, thread, wave thread, fashion. It's a thread for everybody, men and women. You know what I'm saying?
It's just where I come across those threads and I read some of them sometimes and I just can't see myself submitting my photos.
You've never done one? I've done a few.
Nah, I haven't. It's just weird to me. I feel like I'm asking for attention. Now, how much of a low life will I feel like if I put my pictures in this thread and nobody fucking acknowledges?
Happens to me all the time. Happens to me all the time.
It's a waste of fucking time. I don't want to risk it. I don't want to risk it.
It gets so dark, you be forgetting you put your picture in the thread. Like, where does like come from? Oh, yeah.
You know what happened?
I participated.
A motherfucker won't, and on the app, a motherfucker won't tell me whatever they thinking. Somebody that I probably used to fuck with will see it and screenshot it and send it to me like, nigga, you think you ain't shit? Or nigga, you think nobody gonna like your ugly ass pictures? Like, that's the type of shit that I probably would get, but I wouldn't get anyone just willingly, like how other niggas get, oh damn girl, he's so fine. Like, no, I wouldn't get that.
That's a fact. That definitely happens. Like, people won't, like Drake and Rick Ross, I think it's them two. They got the song where they talking about something, give them the flowers. They not gonna give me, and I guess what you describing as you too, but they're not gonna give me my flowers while I'm here. Like, people will have conversations about me, whether it be good or bad, but won't tell you. Won't tell me. But then you'll hear it in crossing. Hey yo, such and such said they like you, what you doing, or you doing a good job, or they don't like whatever. And you be like, yo, why can't nobody reach out to me and talk to me?
Or just say it, or just say it flat out. Like, it's local artists or underground artists who music that I listen to, and if I like it, I'll tweet it out or I'll put it on my Instagram story or something like that. Like, yo, this shit is fire. Check it out. But I feel exactly what you're saying in that regard. If somebody wants to pay me a compliment, it won't be just like, yo, Fresco, what you said was yada yada, or the show was yada yada. It'll be in the conversation, and then somebody else will tell me, like in the conversation, that they said it.
I know I say some stupid stuff on this podcast. Some of that stuff just might be for shock value.
Yeah, sometimes you do.
Or I might just not know what I'm talking about. I'll hear that before I hear about the gems I drop or great points that I make. Like, people can't wait to tell me that I made a mistake.
I look forward to telling you made a mistake.
That's you. I get that.
I look forward to it.
It comes with the territory of being the oldest of the siblings, where they can't wait to tell you you're wrong or you're dumb, you know. But
I prefer both.
As far as everybody else, you don't really get that. You know what I mean? Boom, you did an excellent job with breaking this and that down. Right. But if I say something wrong, woo,
fuck what you talking about?
Like, y'all niggas dumb as hell. Like,
hey yo, so okay, I'm gonna need niggas to be fair now. Let's call this going forward. At this point, going forward, if niggas is wrong, yes, tear niggas up about how wrong niggas is. But if niggas is right, applaud that man. Give that man a round of applause, especially him, because he be wanting them shits.
I don't.
Me, I would like him. I would absolutely love them. But if you don't give them, I still knew I was fucking right.
I don't really take compliments the way I should. I don't really receive good news, even though. But what I'm saying to you is, 'cause a lot of you might say, well, you're contradicting yourself. No, that's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is, I don't really care for the bad news either. But that just seems to be all I get to hear.
Right.
It's like, I don't want to keep hearing negative stuff about me. You know what I'm saying? And I would rather not hear, like, just say, like, for people that be like, yo, you got a dope show. All I can say is thank you, fam. I don't know what else to say. I'm not really deep into the, you know what I'm saying? Oh, man, thanks, man. What part did you like? What's your favorite episode? If you like what you like, if you like what we do, thank you. That's about it.
I always try to drag it out a little more. Somebody tell me that they like the show. I'll be like, yeah, man, I appreciate that. We got X amount of episodes. You know what I'm saying? We have guests on. If you know anybody that got something going on that they trying to promote, pass them the info. We'll have them come through and talk about it on our platform. I always try to milk it a little bit longer to give them something, or to try to get, you know what I'm saying, some type of exchange or something. That's just the salesman in me.
I know.
You know what I mean?
Definitely need work on that part.
The salesman.
Like, you do need conversation to go with, you know what I mean, somebody complimenting you or somebody.
Yeah, man. You know what you suck at, bro? You know what's funny to me, and it makes me laugh every time I see it?
What?
When I go on the Podcast Brothers Instagram, and I'm looking at the DMs, when people say stuff or reply, this nigga be short as fuck with everybody. Hey, man, this was funny as hell. I like what y'all doing. He don't even reply to that. He'll like the comment. Thanks.
Yeah.
Nothing. Thank you.
What more?
Appreciate it.
What do you want me to say?
Milk it, bro. Milk it. You gotta sell it. You gotta sell it.
Your podcast is fire. I love what y'all doing, man. Keep up the great work. Your reply is,
thanks, man. I appreciate that. If you want to come on, or if you know anybody that got stuff going on, holla at us. We can make it happen. We can link up.
I'm not saying I've never said that. You might have looked at it
rarely. Nigga, I read most of them. I'll be reading them because I be wanting to tell you about yourself, but I got to make sure it's just not the one or two before I tell you about yourself, because you'll turn around and say that right there. Nigga, what you talking about? It was like 10 people that I replied to in in-depth conversation. So before I get to that point, I read as much as I could to see that the pattern was there. This nigga is brief like boxers.
That's why you should be the social media controller.
You know what? I thought about that too, but it's easier for you to do it because I don't have full range or access to the computer while I'm at work like that.
I do everything on my phone. I don't do no social media work on
that
my phone.
Too. I can't really use my phone at my desk, so that's why I don't really be on social media during the day.
Well,
and shit.
you're going to get what you're going to get.
That's why you run it, and I be reading the shit. I'm like, damn,
yo,
man,
it be pissing me off too because I be on the Podcast Brothers Twitter and I reply to something. They be like, Flaw, what you talking about? Like, how you know it's me?
Nigga got because they know the nigga lingo.
They know.
This sound like some shit he would say. How the fuck? What you talking about? Or maybe most people just know that it's you that's operating the page most of the time.
But I think that when you do go on, people know it's you.
Yeah, because I announce shit. I'm like, all right, man, what the fuck? Like, I keep it 100% Fresco all the time. So, yeah, man. All right, so let's get into it. Let's do it. Yo.
You still going to do that?
Hell yeah, I'm going to do that
for like 10 minutes.
Fuck that. That don't mean... It's your boy Fresco, man. Feel me? You can follow me on Twitter, Fresco Ben Famous. That's BIN Famous. And on Instagram at Fresco Fame, FAME. You know?
And it's your boy Flaw 700, a.k.a. Flaw Claw Van Dam, a.k.a. Flaw Cigar.
Oh!
A.k.a. your boy, Dumb Some Good.
Dun-dun-dun. Woo! Hey, can I ask you something?
Yeah,
what the fuck does sock it to me? Sock what? You sock it to me, I sock it to you. So, what the fuck? Sock what?
You started singing the song first. You brought it.
It's your introduction. What the fuck?
But nah. I don't know what they socking to, but
you sock it to
me. Some goy.
I sock it to you.
If you watch The Last Dragon, then you know that just goes together. It just is what it is. It's one whole big scene.
Oh, they talk about kicking it or like partying. You kick it with me, I kick it with you. I don't. You punch on me, nigga. I punch on you.
Hey, listen, fam. Not too much in the '80s made any sense. So let's.
You sock it to me, I sock it to you. I don't know what the fuck these niggas is socking.
And this is episode 147, and we are Kelly Drake's favorite podcast, the Podcast Brothers.
Hey. Apologies for the absence of last week. You know what I'm saying? But we back. We back this week, and we gonna get this shit popping.
Yes, sir. Episode 147. We got the sneaker giveaway coming.
3 episodes away.
So if you have not subscribed to the website, thebrothers.pod.com, for your chance to win cool prizes.
You niggas ain't subscribed by now, man. I don't know what the fuck to tell you, man. What episode was that Bayshawn came through?
Well, he was here
139 or something like that? 138?
I think it was before then.
It was either late 30s or early 20s. I mean, late 20s.
Yeah. Something like that. But you know what I mean? People, we want everything to do stuff for us. And for some people, it just might be too much work to actually go to the website, type it in. Because I'm guilty of that stuff. Like, people say all the time, yo, enter this contest.
If it's somebody I know, then yeah. But matter of fact, speaking of that, Floyd Mayweather was just on Instagram doing like a $10,000 giveaway when he was like mad watches. But the steps to enter the sweepstakes was like 7 steps. Like, nigga, I'm not doing that.
Yeah,
not doing that. I should be able to just like this picture and follow somebody to be entered into this kind. You want a nigga to go follow this person, go follow everybody that they following, and then repost this picture. I'm not reposting nothing on my page that ain't nothing to do with what I'm doing or in line with any of my interests or something that somebody got going on that I support. That goofy shit like that, I'm not reposting that shit on my page, nigga. Fuck out of here.
And that's what I'm saying. Going to the Podcast Brothers website might just be too much work for some. But we just going to focus on the positive. We're going to focus on those that have done it. In a few weeks, you could be sending your kids because whoever wins, you can ask for whatever size you want. Or what the OG Sneakerhead said, he's going to give those a gift card if you don't like what he got in stock.
Right.
So one of your kids could be going to school fresh.
On somebody else's dime.
Ain't
that the most important thing here?
And if you're a parent like I am, probably the most expensive part of school shopping is the shoes, because some schools got uniforms,
right?
Book bags,
right?
Get a book bag. There's always a book bag
pencils,
giveaway,
notebooks, all that.
But when your child want to go to Foot Locker and them sneakers cost $195,
$200,
and you thinking you getting off because you saved money on the uniforms, think again.
You know what? This is the kind of the one thing that makes me happy about school is that I have one kid at the moment. So when he starts going to school, I don't have get 3 of the same pair because somebody else won't feel left out. My son asks, "Hey, yeah, you can get them. They $190? Sure, $190 ain't that bad if it's one nigga's feet. I pay $190 for my shoes. You know what I'm saying?
You don't regret it? I paid $190 for mine, and I walk out the store like, yo, why did I do that?
We take what we want." We take what we want. Feel me? I don't know the rest, but you know what the fuck I'm talking about.
That Booker T?
Yeah. We take what we want. But nah, yeah, $190 for kicks. I mean, I only really do it when I got it and everything else is taken care of or whatever. So ain't no problem. And then I'm not the type of person I can pay $190 for my shoes and then pay $190 for my sons. I wouldn't pay that amount for myself then go to fucking pay less for him. That's just mad crazy. So nah. I go to pay less for myself
he
first.
Wants to go to pay less.
I'm still not taking them.
Okay, listen. My son, his grandmother just purchased him some light up Paw Patrol shoes, and
his favorite shoes, right?
But listen, he's 5, and me and his mother have been buying him Jordans, Vans, you name it, the type of sneakers that we probably want to see him in. His favorite shoes is the light up Paw Patrol joints. He didn't take them off until I gave him a shower last night, which is around like 10. He had them things on. He would not take them off, fam.
I'm not mad at that. So now, see, if the kid asks for that, that's perfectly fine. But I can't, with good conscience, I can't say, "Hey, son, we're going sneaker shopping today," and then walk in and pay less. Like,
well, that's what mom did to us,
and that's why I'm not doing it to mine.
Can't live like that, though.
Why not?
Man.
Why
it
not?
is what it is.
And then
because when you get older, you realize, you know what, pay less might be the move. We out here spending $200 on these shoes.
If my son asks for the light up shoes, yeah, you can get the light up shoes. That's no problem. But I'm not going to willingly take you shoe shopping and buy you light up shoes on my own accord.
Hey,
that's not what's going to happen.
Moral of the story is, those are his favorite pair of shoes ever. He don't care about the Nikes, the Huaraches, the Jordans that you might buy him because you want him or her to look a certain way. The Paw Patrols, his favorites.
My son first day is when he start kindergarten, he will not. I won't unless he asks me, Daddy, I want the Paw Patrols. No, I'm not going to go get them.
Nah, I definitely feel you.
I'm not going to go get them.
I'm not walking into Payless unless, you know what I mean?
Nope.
But I didn't have a week, actually. Just blah. So if you want to get into yours, you could.
My week was pretty cool. Yo, this is my first time at Trenton all week. I haven't been out this motherfucker in a minute. What happened? Hobbs and Shaw. If you haven't seen it, I recommend it. It's a pretty good movie. Checked it out. I think that The Rock and Jason Statham, I never know if I'm pronouncing his last name correctly or not.
You're not, but
no, don't speak for me on behalf of
not. I know you're not.
What's his name? How's it pronounced?
I can't pronounce it, but I know that's not it. But I would have pronounced it like you would have, but I just know that's not it. I'm
confused. If you know it's not pronounced the way that I'm pronouncing it, but you can't give me the correct pronunciation, how are you telling me this is incorrect?
Fam, you can know something's wrong. That don't mean you know the right way to do it, but I just know that this is wrong. You like, all right.
So you gonna tell me my shit is wrong, but not offer the correct way to do it?
That's not his name, son.
What's his name?
I can't pronounce it, but that's not his name.
Look that shit up right now. You just made me mad. Look it up.
I can look it up all I want to. Now my phone's.
You got an iPad right there.
I ain't even turned it on yet.
Oh, fuck
so
that.
Now we gotta wait to power up.
Nah, because you're not just going.
I know that's not his name, son. But I just know that's not how you pronounce it.
Don't know nothing.
But we gonna talk about Tyrese too.
What the fuck he do now?
Oh, you ain't see that?
Nah, I don't know nothing about
Tyrese basically was like, because it opened at 180, which is a lot of money. But normally the Fast franchise opens up with way more than that. So Tyrese is kind of taking this as a loss. He like, see what y'all get when y'all, you know what I mean, go against the family.
Man, this shit ain't
coming out. That's basically what Tyrese was getting at. He was just like, yo, The Rock not hurting.
He wasn't in y'all family, and The Rock ain't hurting for no big ass debut.
But that's what he was saying. But he was like, still, like, you guys went off and did your own thing, and now.
Let me ask you something. Can Tyrese do his own spinoff of Fast and Furious?
No.
And make more than what the franchise makes?
No.
That's
the difficult part, because if you're The Rock and you've made over $1 billion in profit from making movies, and then Tyrese just wants to keep throwing his 2 cents in on your career, I know that has to hurt. But somebody like The Rock, who don't say much, I know for a fact he want to put the hands on Tyrese when he sees him. Like, I know that the restraint that he has to use is just so much, because somebody like Tyrese, whose biggest movie is Baby Boy, probably, and I like to see the numbers on that.
Right.
I like to see the numbers on that one. I mean, don't get me wrong, Transformers.
That's not his movie.
Right. These aren't his movies, even though he's in 2 franchise films like Fast and Furious and Transformers.
Right. Those are not his movies.
Those 2 movies would have sold whether he was in or not.
Yep.
Hobbs and Shaw would not have sold if The Rock. You can keep
Statham, replace The Rock with Tyrese. That shit is doing less than what they did Day Weekend, and they did big numbers.
That's going straight. That's going straight to Netflix.
Tyrese isn't the guy to lead your film into high box office numbers. He's a great addition to a set of characters that the movie's already set around. He's good to throw in an addition to, but if you're trying to get a movie sold, like the front face on the poster isn't going to be fucking Tyrese.
Come on, Tyrese.
It's not. Sorry. I fucked with Tyrese. Actually, I used to. He ain't really doing. He ain't giving me much to fuck with.
How can you fuck with Tyrese if he's doing nothing?
He ain't giving me much to fuck with. Like,
do something.
Nah. Last time I heard that nigga sing, it was one of the I can't remember who was fighting, but it was a boxing match, and he sung the national anthem. Man, I muted that shit until the fight started. I ain't lying to nothing.
But that's not his thing. I don't know why certain singers do that. Like when Jamie Foxx did the national anthem one time, like some artists just They're not standalone in the middle of the crowd national anthem singers.
Listen, man, the roads got paint on them for a reason. Stay in your lane, my nigga. You know what I'm saying? Stay in your fucking lane. But that was my week, to basically just work.
God damn, all you said what you saw Shops and
work and Hobbs and Shaw. Oh, actually, I took my my son, my girl, and my mom and my niece. We went swimming yesterday. It was pretty cool, man. It was pretty goddamn cool. Nice, relaxing day in the water. You know what I'm saying? Just enjoying a good Saturday. So it was decent vibes. And then we went in the crib and played Monopoly, and I lost. Yo, I want to start a Monopoly tournament, bro, because I'm deep in this shit now. Niggas want to play me in Monopoly, let's do it. I'm down.
You lost, so now you're motivated to do what now?
A Monopoly challenge.
But okay, so that loss got you wanting to do a challenge? I'm confused.
I mean, I won one game prior, but yesterday I just happened to lose. But that's okay. You know what I'm saying? You know how to play Monopoly?
Yeah, I play Monopoly. It's not my thing, though. I'm an Uno guy.
Uno? It's the simplest game in the world. Use your brain. Calculate. Money. Monopoly, actually, if we're a nigga into real estate, Monopoly might help you. You know what I'm saying? With that, you probably, since you into real estate, you'll be lit at the game now.
Fam, real estate, Monopoly, and the city of Trenton is 3 different things.
No,
fam.
it ain't. Because that's all Monopoly is about is real estate.
I'm in the game. This town is filthy. This town, listen, I could talk about Trenton. This is horrible. Like, we don't even know what type of environment we're actually living in the city of Trenton. We don't own anything in the city. Anyways.
Shit, I mean, I knew that without knowing it.
Nah, but you know it. But if you, man, that's a whole other topic. But we can get into this episode. We don't even 30 minutes. We've just been talking. But Jeffrey Epstein, that's his name.
Epstein?
Jeffrey Epstein. This creature, this savage of life, this child molester, this piece of shit, this guy, all of that. He was facing federal sex drug charges, died by suicide early Saturday in his lower Manhattan prison cell. He was 66 and he was set to stand trial next year for not allegedly, he did that shit. He did that shit. Sexually abusing dozens of minor girls in New York and Florida. Now, there's a former inmate that went to this facility, and they said that suicide is damn near impossible. And because of how high or how low the ceiling is, this dude was on suicide watch anyway. Like, he tried to commit suicide the week prior. So for this guy to get enough time and commit suicide is, you know what I mean? It's definitely unbelievable.
Man, that nigga was murdered. And I don't believe that he was ever on suicide watch. I think they knew they was going to kill his ass from the jump.
Yeah.
So they put out the headline of him being on suicide watch for the setup for his death as they committed suicide. They the same shit they did to him, they did to Sandra Bland. It was the same shit. I read a report also that said that at the time of his death, the cameras in the MCC in his unit happened to malfunction at this fucking point in time. Yeah, give me a fucking break, man.
Yeah,
give me a fucking break.
There's no justice.
All the other cameras was working, right, except for this one.
Right.
No other cameras reported a malfunction. Just the one that was either on his cell or his cell block or however they're positioned. That camera is the one that malfunctioned out of all the fucking cameras.
And when a situation like this happens, there's no justice for the victims. I believe in torture. That's why I don't believe in the death penalty. I don't believe in putting nobody out of their misery. You know what I mean? Obviously, this dude has been locked up for a few weeks, if that, and he couldn't take it.
Right.
It's hard for a millionaire, somebody who gets away with anything. Billionaire. It's hard for a billionaire who gets away with everything. You sit them down in a cell, they lose their mind. They start beating their head up against the wall.
And that's why they killed him, because he was about to sing like a canary.
Facts.
He was going to tell it all.
Nino Brown on the stand.
Yep.
If I'm going down,
I'm taking anybody with me. Kareem Akbar. He's the real head of the CMB. Listen, I tell you, this is bigger than Nino Brown. If I'm going down, I'm taking everybody's ass with me.
That's a fact. And they knew that. Yep. So because they couldn't off him last week, they got him this week. There's no way. Especially with a high profile case. Yep. But when you talk about these millionaire and billionaire white folks, it's so connected. I mean, the government, probably the president, who knows, are so connected in this ring.
How many palms
they had to take him out. They had to take him out.
How many palms did he grease? You know what I'm saying? Now, if we gonna sit here and believe that R. Kelly was doing this, that, and the third, he had people hiding tapes and doing all this extra stuff, assisting him in his savagery in regards to the way that he was treating these women and being involved with these underage girls, why wouldn't those same set of rules or standards apply to a billionaire, a white billionaire, an old ass white billionaire with connections and stuff? There's no telling how far or how far down the line that road goes with information with people connected to Epstein's situation. And that's why I believe he was truly murdered. That's why I believe he was murdered, because of the connections and the information that he had other than what he was doing.
Now, the FBI will look into this, but we'll see.
Of course they will.
We'll see how deep that goes, because
bullshit. Yeah.
There's a lot of wait a minute.
Bullshit.
One more time.
Bullshit. Niggas ain't looking into nothing.
There's a lot of high profile players in this, and the FBI can look into all they want, but cash rules everything around me, and we all know that these billionaires got all the dough.
Dollar bill.
Epstein just happened to get caught, and they took him out. It's just that simple. Now everybody is safe for now.
It's like John Wick, right? You niggas seen John Wick? It's the high table. 7 seats at the high table. John Wick tried to leave the life, then come back, and then leave again. The high table was like, oh no, nigga. You just don't get to do what the fuck you want like that. We gonna send these assassins after you. We know you John Wick and you get busy, but we still gonna send a million niggas at you with a bounty on your head so that you don't think you can just get to walk away from this life and do what you want.
Yeah. So with that being said, hey, you brought up R. Kelly. That this wasn't on the docket, but you see what's going on with Diddy, allegedly, with the 22-year-old?
Yep. I guess it's okay because her dad was there.
But see, that's another thing. Steve Harvey isn't really the dad.
And he not her father?
No,
like her biological father?
Stepdad. No, he's the stepdad.
He not in his life.
The woman that he's dating or married to, that's her daughter.
Oh.
So a lot of people blew out of proportion to where, oh man, he's dating Steve Harvey's 22-year-old daughter. Steve Harvey don't have a say in the matter, honestly. Like, what is he going to say? Even if it was his daughter, how you going to tell a grown woman who she can date? I just think that it's just nasty that people as old as Puff, people just old heads, are just, you know what I mean? But what I was told was because this young lady is a model, and that's kind of the world that the models are in. Mm-hmm. That's why you always saw Russell Simmons at these modeling shows picking up young girls. And this is the stuff that they do. Tread lightly, guys. You understand? Like, she's 22, so she's of age. It's just the age gap. To me, it's just nasty. It's just different.
Honestly, I don't see nothing wrong with it.
It's just nasty.
If both parties are consenting and aware of what's going on. Like, you clearly made this choice for yourself. All right, cool. As long as it's not like any type of manipulation or lying or bribery or nothing like that involved.
She might have bagged Diddy.
Huh?
She might have bagged
Diddy. You know what I'm saying?
Still, like,
a nice little tenderoni, throw it on you. You ain't got nothing holding you back. Well, shit, why not?
So for the record, this isn't officially Steve Harvey's daughter. At the same time, if I'm Steve, I still feel some type of way. But even if it was his daughter, what can you do? What would you do if your 22-year-old daughter wanted to date a 50-year-old?
I wouldn't be having dinner with them like that, though. Like, maybe that was an introduction or something like that. But I don't know. That just struck me as odd. And I put myself in Steve Harvey's shoes, and I'm like, I'm not sure how I would go about that.
But you know, the girl set it all up. I want you to meet. Right. Against everybody's wishes.
Bitch, fuck you in that, nigga. I ain't going to that.
You want me
restaurant.
To do what? You want me to, so they met, passing, and then that's it. But
probably,
I'm pretty sure she set it up. Diddy don't want to meet nobody's parents.
Yeah, I don't have to meet your fucking dad, but I'm fucking want to meet your dad for. I'm older than him.
Right. You 50 years old.
Fuck you gonna tell me no?
Meet my dad. Like, come on.
Fuck you gonna tell me no? You can't date my daughter. Listen here, little man.
But that's another thing, like you just said, and I want to keep hammering that home. Who was going to tell her no?
All right.
Regardless of Steve is the real
baby.
Right. You're not telling a 22-year-old who has her own career, who has her own money. She's a model.
Yeah, because you could tell her no, but when she go out into the world and live her job or live her life, nigga, what you think she doing? Up on that 50-year-old slong? Making it happen. Making it happen. Jerking that wrinkled sausage.
So we like to talk a lot about therapy on the podcast, but then something came to my mind, right? What happens when therapy doesn't work? You ever went to the therapy? You ever went to see a therapist and he or she start talking some nonsense?
You got to tell them.
And you're like, what are you talking about? You know what I've noticed that people don't like, and I think that I've heard a few people mention this? When your therapist start telling you to write stuff down, like I got some homework for you, people don't really take that too kindly. Like,
you don't think so? Why not?
What do you? I don't know. People don't seem to like that. Like, I just want to talk. I'm not about to write nothing down. I'm not doing none of that.
You talk about yourself? You don't like to write down?
No. I haven't gotten to that point yet in therapy, but I've heard people say.
My therapist prior told me to write some things down that
Did
she
you
wanted
do
me to. Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, I don't think therapy can be solved with just the hour session that you're sitting within that room. Like, it takes actual work on yourself. So if I'm sitting here having this conversation with the therapist and she's giving me, or he or she is giving me pointers on what they think I should focus on or that would help me to get to the mental mind frame that I'm trying to get to, and they say, write this down and just pay attention or look out for this, that, and the third. Yeah, if it's on the path to me being overall better, overall mentally more healthy, then yeah, I'll write that shit down and look into it.
Just saying what I saw. But I want to talk about what happens when therapy doesn't work. I got a short list of stuff that me personally that I do or want to do that I think that would probably set my mind at ease without going to see the therapist, because a lot of people don't go see the therapist, or some have seen the therapist and been turned off by it. One of the main things that can help us deal with our mental fatigue is change your diet. A lot of people don't know that, but the foods that you eat be putting you in a terrible mood. And then not only that, it triggers something in your body and your brain, but now you feel bloated. You look in that mirror, you feel like crap.
Right.
So now the food you eat, and the processed food, the McDonald's and all of that, that's a double whammy because you feel like crap. You know what I'm saying?
And you feel like shit already, and you ate bullshit food.
But the thing about the food is, when you were eating it, it was making you happy, but it tricked you. Because for me, when I'm feeling a certain way, I don't want broccoli. I don't want nothing healthy. I want something nasty. Like, I know it's bad for me. But then when I'm done eating it,
so you're basically saying, listen, bitch, give me this shit. I want to kill myself.
Not in those words.
Yeah, but I know it's nasty. I know it's not good for me.
But it makes me happy.
But so you tricked yourself. How long you been tricking yourself?
But that's what I'm saying.
How long you gonna keep tricking yourself? It ain't tricking if you got it though, right? Or some shit like that.
No. That's two different things. Tricking, that's money tricking. We're talking about the other trick. But you are right, and I fall victim to that all the time. Like what I do last week. I went to Chickies and Pete's again. Fries, burgers, wings, give it to me. Long Island iced teas. Knowing damn well. And then guess what I did Monday? In the
morning.
To
the gym.
Sluggish. Couldn't do nothing.
Yeah,
hurt myself.
That should make a difference.
But if you change that diet, you start eating better. You feel lighter on your feet. You're not holding down bad weight.
Now that I think about it, legit, the only fast food I eat is Chick-fil-A. The last time I went to McDonald's, I legit felt sick.
Now, why you
legit?
Now, why you eating at Chick-fil-A? Understand that they putting money behind the president. So next time you eating grilled chicken nuggets,
man, listen. If I can't spend money with racist motherfuckers, I'm never going to have anything.
Just saying. Just saying.
I'm never going to have anything. Listen, I'm coming to get what the fuck I want. Yes, they support bullshit, but goddamn it, I like the food.
So
you're not going to keep taking options away from me. Goddamn it, I ain't going to have shit. I'm gonna
grow your own food. Let's go back to the essence. Let's go back to the essence.
You know what? you just reminded me of this nigga. I almost cursed out on Twitter the other day. I was talking about the Rich Paul situation and the NCAA instituting a rule that now for student athletes to sign with the agent has to have a bachelor's degree. Basically, they instituting a non-Rich Paul rule because all the moves that he's making, he's done without those credentials.
Yeah.
I tweeted that, and the nigga going to tweet me, but that's why black people should have their own, and we wouldn't have this problem. So had our own what, nigga? Collegiate Basketball Association? Fuck is you talking about? Yeah, let's go apply for one of them. Let's go build one of them shits. Like, the fuck out of here. Some shit you just can't get around.
Well, just like Broussard said, the HBCU. So they're
still NCAA.
So what was he talking about then?
I mean, those schools, like, D2 schools, D1, D2, and D3 schools are all still NCAA regulated.
So what was talking
he was just saying to take the money from the bigger schools and apply them to HBCUs, but it's still NCAA incorporated. All those schools follow NCAA regulations, so it's no way that you're going to get out from underneath that umbrella. Like collegiate basketball is NCAA.
So, all right. So you change your diet, right? That's one thing. 2, hit the gym. Listen, man.
Ooh.
You been going to the gym lately?
I've been in there, man.
How you feeling?
I feel great after I come from the gym. Actually, even on my sore days when I can barely move my fucking legs, I'm like, bitch, I'm going tomorrow.
Is it a mental, like a vibration, like you feel better about yourself?
Yeah, I don't feel lazy. I don't feel sluggish. I hop up in the morning. I feel upbeat. I feel my heart pumping. You know what I'm saying? The blood to the areas of my body it needs. I just feel good. I'll be in the gym playing ball. And it just overall feels great to be active. I before I started playing again, I thought, I'm like, man, I'm sorry as fuck. I'm gonna be slow. I can't do half the shit that I used to do. Niggas ain't gonna pick me. You know, I'm gonna be out there trash.
Hey, you don't want to be picked last.
You know what I'm saying? I want to be the nigga that's picked last and shit. But the more that I've been playing, the more I've been finding my game coming back to me in slower increments. Of course, like I can't jump the way I used to. I'm not as quick as I used to be, but I could still fucking play within the realms of how my body is now. And it's great. I feel great after I finished playing. So I'm glad that I fell back in love with playing ball and being active again. It just it gets me going. It feels great. So yeah, that does help.
Definitely. On my gym days when I really, really go in and you get that pump. Mm-hmm. So you've seen a pump before on your body, like when you work out.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you ain't walk into the gym looking like that, but you about to walk out looking like that.
Right.
That's why you see me take pictures. Like, let me take a picture of this pump.
Right.
And it feels good. It definitely puts you in a positive light, and that's why I work out first thing in the morning because it kind of sets the tone for the rest of the day.
I feel you.
You know what I'm saying?
I haven't got to that point yet. I'm not that good. I prefer to go after work. I can go after work, but I can't go before because I'm lazy as fuck in the morning.
But that works too because depending on the day you had, it could be your pick-me-upper.
Right.
It could be your pick-me-upper.
And it's even on good days, like good days at work, when I go to the gym, I feel even better. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes if I have like a mediocre or a shitty day at work, sometimes I don't want to go to the gym. I'm like, man, I'm about to go in here, roll this weed, and play Grand Theft Auto.
That's why I go in the morning, because if you don't go in the morning, you give yourself that opportunity to be like, you know what, it's raining, too much traffic, I'll go tomorrow. Nah, as soon as you wake up, go get it out the way. For those that can, if you can't, understand.
What time you be waking up in the morning to go? You 4. Get there at 4, but what time you?
No, I get there at 5.
You get there at 5, but you wake up at 4.
Yeah,
I can't do that, bro. I be up at 4 and everything, but I'm just focused on going back to sleep. I be laying in the bed like, man, I should fold clothes maybe, or you know what? Fuck it, pull the cover right over my head.
And number 3, here's one that I need to put the time in to actually do myself. Take a trip. I think you can definitely clear your mind if you put your feet in some blue water.
This is a fact.
On some sand, eating like you might still be eating burgers and fries, but it's a different
environment.
Yeah,
you're eating burgers and fries while your feet is dangling in the pool.
Yeah,
and the sun is shining. You good?
Take a trip.
Yo, we should plan a trip together, bro. Where you want to go?
I can't plan a trip, man. I can't do it.
I mean, I'll do the planning, but just fucking go.
We'll talk off air. Like it's something about me and trips, man. It just don't work.
That's why I'll be doing the planning.
I'm having a terrible time when it comes to trips. Like I haven't been on a trip for a reason. It's not like I don't want to go. Like the way my life is set up, I'm not able to detach myself from the. You know what I'm saying? It's just tough.
Sometimes you got to do that shit, man. I had a couple of people tell me that actually I've had conversations with people in regards to traveling and doing stuff, and they tell me their reasons as to why they weren't able to, or why it's more difficult for them to do it than for other people to do it. And it's like, damn, it kind of hit me hard. Like, really? Like, because I look at it like buying a pair of shoes or going to the store if I want something to eat. Like, if I want to be somewhere at a certain time, I'll just look into it. With traveling, though, you just got to be on your toes in advance. If you want to go somewhere in December, then you should be looking now to book that ticket or wherever you're going to be residing at. So that's it. But it does help, though.
So hit the gym, change your diet, take a trip. Now, I want to throw some things at the end of this, right? let's say therapy don't work, and let's say you're not really into the gym. You're not into changing your diet because you like what you like. And let's just say you just can't take a trip. Now, I don't know what to tell you. But what I can tell you is one thing that I'm now newly against. I don't want to put my burden on the opposite sex. Like, if you got something going on in life, I don't know if it's such a good idea to talk to your, and you might disagree with this, your female best friend, or just women in particular, if you are a man. If you're a woman, talk to your other women friends, not necessarily your guy friends, because we don't relate on certain situations. Like you ever talk to one of your female friends, your girlfriends, and they're talking about a guy, and you just be like, yo, leave him. Simple as that, right?
Yeah.
And they be like, we can't relate. So that's why I'm saying it's just like,
I try to be as relatable as possible. I try to relate as much as possible before I go, all right, now bitch, you tripping. Now you know better than that.
We can't relate to them and they can't relate to us.
No, I mean, I don't, but even I know that going into the conversation, but if this person is my friend, I'll let them say a little bit more in regards to what their situation is, to oppose to somebody I don't know that well. I'm like, no, you tripping, shorty. You gotta get the fuck out of here. But if it's my friend and I know her and she got shit going on and she's trying to make it work, I'll listen, but I won't, because I hate when you're trying to tell somebody something and they immediately shut you down without actually hearing you all the way out.
But how many times how many times do you listen though? Because you know they're going to keep coming back. You're going to keep hearing the same story about her guy.
I mean, well, the only real close female friend that I got that I talk about this kind of shit with is my homie Keisha. Shout out to Remy Keish.
Shout out to Keish.
No, I'm known Keisha for fucking 20 years now. So when she does, we don't talk about that stuff on a regular basis, but when we do talk about it and she got a problem, she comes to me because she knows how I'm going to come at her with this information, so I don't really have to hold nothing back. But at the same time, she also knows that I'm going to be willing to hear her out fully before I'm like, bitch, don't do that shit, or fuck is your problem? You know what I'm saying? Like, people don't want to hear that shit when they come to you with a problem, explaining how, or trying to figure out how they're going to get out of it. You really got to be a listening ear and don't say some of those cliche things that people say in those moments. Like, girl, fuck that nigga, leave him alone. Like, they don't want to hear that shit. Like, yo, that's crazy, but you make it relatable. You say maybe a situation that you were in that was similar to that and how you got out of it, but you don't want to be dismissive off the bat because you probably just lost a friend. I don't want to talk to you about shit no more.
That's another thing that you brought up. Another person that you don't want to talk to is the person is basically your homie that really has nothing to tell you.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because it's going to make you feel like crap.
Right.
And we have a lot of those friends who, you know what, because you're my friend and I don't want to hurt your feelings, I'm going to just be like, you right, or wow, that's crazy. And then once again, we talk about this a lot.
That's not friendship to me.
But it could be, but it's just like they don't know. And I guess this is a man thing, more of a man thing. Or women, but I'm going to get to the women later. But for men, it'll be like, man, that's crazy. Why? Because we don't have that. Some of us don't have that expression trigger. Like,
right.
I hear you, and I might be going through the same thing. But you know what? I'm dealing with it. I really can't tell you how to maneuver in this, and because I'm cool with your girl. Or I'm cool with the person that you got a problem with. So now your homie ain't really going to tell you nothing because everybody's cool.
I mean, honestly, I used to have that problem, but then I stopped trying to decipher what I would say to a friend if I knew somebody else based on the situation, because I'm going to just tell the truth on how I truly feel in that situation without disrespecting or downplaying the other person's name. And if the other person was to ask me, I'd tell them the same shit. Like, yeah, like, I think we're at a point now of being adults. I'm not going to sugarcoat shit for you. Like, if you come ask me something, I'm going to tell you straight up what I think based on the situation. And if any parties who are connected to that situation get wind of what I said and don't like it, all right, you can come holler at me and I'm going to tell you the same thing that I told the other person. And I'm going to give you my explanation for it. You can choose to accept it or choose to neglect it, motherfucker. I did my part. I stayed true through the whole thing. So if you like what I said or not, that's for you to figure out how to move with that.
And so yeah,
fuck you.
Not everybody's going to do that. But when I say don't go talk to the opposite sex, just make sure they have the credentials if you do that. Like what Fresco said, if you're going to tell somebody the real, tell them the real. But as a man, the reason why I say don't go talk to the opposite sex, because if I'm a man and you're a woman and I come to you with my relationship issues, I can't handle my relationship issues how you would. You You know what I'm saying? Like, I've talked about this before where they said that if a woman leaves a man, she leaves the man. If a man leaves the woman, he leaves the family. So when your women friends give
God
you,
damn.
yeah, it's deep, right? It's deep, right?
It's deeper than rap. It's fucking abyss deep.
Yeah, that's the picture that's painted. So if you got your women
We
friends,
need a new motherfucking painter then.
yeah, because it's not like
It's
that
not an
now.
accurate photo.
Because a lot of us fathers, we take care of our kids. You know what I'm saying? Like we there, but the scenario is the woman keeps the kids. Like if she says I'm leaving, more than likely she's taking the kids. Not all. If he leaves, he damn sure he wants to take the kids, but he ain't taking them.
Bitch, I'm out.
Yeah.
Nah, but women do one of two things in that situation where either way you feel like shit. Right? I'm leaving. Bitch, give me my son. No, you can't fucking take him. All right, so now she gonna take him. Bitch, I'm leaving. You ain't gonna leave with your son?
Oh, boy, they play both. They play the
like,
both.
what the fuck? Like,
Yeah.
like, what the fuck are you doing?
And as soon as you mad at them, the kid is now theirs.
Right.
It's my son. What?
Yo, you getting on my nerves. Oh my God, well, since I'm getting on your nerves so bad, me and my son just gonna stay home tonight. No, he can still come, bitch.
But
you stay home.
But do you see? See, a lot of men don't look at it that way. If you beef with your girl, you're now no part of the you're no longer part of the family.
You've been alienated, my nigga.
You get cut off quick. Like you gotta, no matter what happens, you have to be good to her in order to have access to the rest of the family.
Fellas, I have a request for my fellas in the world. Can we please begin to date emotionally stable women? Can we figure that out prior to the bullshit hitting the fan? I feel like it might be signs of that prior, but niggas be in the situation slightly comfortable, so certain shit you deal with, but you let slide. But we gotta stop letting women slide too, man. Every time I get on the internet, it's at least 10 women talk about how niggas in their inbox ain't shit. Niggas ain't even making it to her life yet. So with the nigga that gets into her life, you're going to have shit bad said about you. There's nothing that you could do about it. You just got to go through with it. But fellas, we need to protect ourselves, goddammit.
I'll say this because I know we have a lot of women listening. Men need to be emotionally available, and the women need to be emotionally stable. So we need emotionally stable women, and we need emotionally available men.
Fuck that. We talk about what men do and don't do all the goddamn time. That's the narrative of relationships 100% of the time. Get you a woman that has a rap on herself emotionally. And even that woman is going to spiral out emotionally here and there. That's just going to happen. You got to take that as it comes. And you talk her down through that shit. But the women that are unstable emotionally all the time, hell no, man. Put a boot to that ass, bro. Get that bitch up out of here, bro. We ain't dealing with that shit.
Man, we both got stuff to work on, man.
Yes, we
Men
do.
and women.
Yes, we do. But I'm talking about the woman. Fuck that.
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
And I don't give a shit if you don't like it. But shout out to all my ladies, though. I love all of y'all. Keep it up, though. But a lot of y'all got some shit with y'all, man. As you know, it's all good, though.
How long should an argument last? That might sound like a crazy question. But how long was your longest argument? For those listening, how long did you and your mate argue?
Oh shit! I can't even give you a specific amount of time.
I went hours, not by choice.
That's not bad though.
That's not bad.
That's not bad because you got to take into account what the argument is for.
There's no
like the subject matters, or the reason for the argument matters. Are we arguing about niggas not washing the dishes, or are we arguing about shit I saw on your phone?
If you saw something in my phone, the argument does not require hours of arguing.
It depends. It all depends. You can't really narrate the conversation. If somebody goes into your phone and sees something that they don't like, they have questions, you got to answer those questions. You know what I'm saying? There's no telling how many questions you're going to get hit with, how in depth the conversation is going to go based off your answer for one of those questions. There's a lot of hidden variables in those situations that determine how long it's going to be. Your reaction, for one, bitch, why you going through my phone? Now the shit done went left. Now you're going to be arguing for like 6-7 days. But if you sit, hey, listen, I know you saw what you saw. This is what happened. This is what I think you think was happening, but it was really this. Now, if it seems like it's, a good answer, then, You might just saved you some time. She'll still be tight, but it won't be hours and hours ongoing. And if she knows the answers to the questions she asked you anyway and you lied to her, well, there go another 3 hours onto your argument. So
even that don't make sense, because if you tell them what they want to hear or tell them what they don't want to hear, it just leads to more arguing. From my experience, when you argue for hours, then that leaves time for shots to be fired, like personals. I personally have not been in an argument that lasted all night without personals being thrown.
See, I can't get with that. That's when it's no longer an argument. You insulted me as a person now. Now it's not even on topic with what the argument started off as.
I can't see an argument lasting hours without personals. I can't see. There's nothing that I could have done that could make an argument last hours, but maybe that's just my personality. I remember one time.
What you do?
No, I don't. I've done some things.
No, I didn't. I mean,
no, but that's not what I was going to.
Okay,
I was just saying. One time, I remember somebody had an issue with me, and I was like, "All right, man, you got 5 minutes, man. Get off your chest. I'm not even going to interrupt you. Just tell me what the issue is. You got 5 minutes." Because from my experience, once again, anything longer than I don't even know what's the regular amount of time that you should be arguing, because to me it starts killing your brain molecules and stuff. Like you start
but hold on, so a bitch had a problem with you and you straight told her, listen, you got 5 minutes.
I did.
That's pretty cool, and it's kind of asshole-ish. This is a little asshole-ish. But sometimes you gotta be asshole though.
Well, okay, but listen, you say it's asshole-ish, which it might be.
Yeah, it is.
But it's your job to protect your sanity. So if I'm telling you I can't take it no more, I could be dead wrong, but I cannot take this verbal jousting anymore.
Nah, bro, you can't be dead ass wrong and tell a bitch you can't express yourself to me more than 5 minutes. What you did wrong was worth 10 minutes of me cursing you the fuck out, and you gonna get each minute because you deserved it.
I'm not saying in the heat of the moment, as soon as you see my phone or as soon as you discover something that you shouldn't have did, like, I'm not saying you got 5 minutes to get off your chest then, because you don't know that argument's coming.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, let me talk to you all. Of course you don't go, you got 5 minutes. Of course not, because you don't know how far it's going to go. But for me, after arguing all night and then you want to carry it on for the next day, then you say, listen, get it off your chest. You got 5 minutes because I'm done.
I might not even reply or respond. I might just ignore you. Yeah, I heard you. And just like,
but that's worse. But okay,
yeah, I heard you.
That's worse. Me telling somebody you got 5 minutes is not as bad as, all right.
I don't know. Yeah, I don't know about that one. Can we get a poll on that one, please? Would you rather be told, yo, if you got a problem with somebody, would you rather be told you got 5 minutes to air out your grievances, or would you prefer to say what you have to say, no matter how much time it took for the response to be, yeah, I heard you?
And this also might be based on personal experience. If you and your girl got into a heated argument and you replied to her, okay, all right, that might trigger something in her.
Well, if I got a problem with my girl and I'm coming to her like, yo, we need to talk, and she tell me you got 5 minutes, I might dump her right there. I might dump you on. What the fuck you mean I got 5 minutes?
But you got 5 minutes. It's not about you. It's about me and what
fuck
I can.
You,
all right.
Nigga. I'm mad at you. I'm not thinking about how you feel about what I got to say to you. Fuck you mean I got 5 minutes? And you about to make me talk more shit just because you said that.
And then that's when you got to go with your love languages, right? That might be getting too deep right there.
Maybe.
But because what I'm saying is,
but it depends on how deep the original issue goes to begin with. Now, what I have to say might take 5 minutes.
We just had, well, not just, but remember the episode we did with Rick? The episode was called "Talk to Me Nicely."
I remember.
So that's what I'm saying. You could be as mad as you want, but if you don't deliver the message to me the way that I can receive it, it's for naught. And we're going to argue all night. So
that's true.
So if you come to me, guns blazing, yada, 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 I could be dead wrong. But you know what? You blowing my high right now.
But I can't agree with that. I can't agree with that.
You can't. We just had a whole episode.
That was like a year ago.
Oh, so now you've changed.
Nigga, yes.
Okay.
I probably said some shit that I contradicted last fucking week. Who knows? But anyway, I can't get with that. If I got a problem with you and you did something that has me on level 10 cold red and I'm coming at you guns blazing and you go, wait a minute, talk to me nice. Motherfucker.
No, I'm not saying say that.
I'm not saying say that, but what you want to be talked to in a calm tone for the conversation to be brought to you easily. When that's not the mode I'm on.
No.
I clearly caught you in some shit or caught you in a lie or doing something that you weren't supposed to do, and I'm hot about it. You don't get to tell me, talk to me in a way that I can receive this. Man,
That's
fuck
not
you.
what I'm saying.
I'm not worried about how you receiving this.
In the heat of the moment, no, you can't say that. But when I mean love language, what I'm saying is, you know how I like my messages to be delivered to me, right? So if you got something that you need to get off your chest, you know me. You know that this route is not going to work. He's not going to receive it. Do it in a way that you know I'm going to receive it. Like, come at me the correct way the first time, and we can get to the bottom of it. But if you know that I don't like a lot of noise, and I'm not saying me personally, but if you know your guy, your girl don't like a lot of noise, if you know your guy or your girl don't want to read no paragraph text message of your feelings, if you know he's not going to read it.
I look at it like this. If I know she's that type of person, and what she did or said set me off to come at her in the way that I feel at that moment, which is anger. If I'm coming at you with anger, and I've always came at you prior with the conversation with respect, calm tone, that should let you know just how pissed I am in this moment. And you should allow me those moments to be pissed to get this off my chest. Everything's not going to be brought to you nice or in the way that you prefer it, because people tick you off sometimes just that way where I don't feel like fucking coddling your feelings.
So which one is it?
You got to get it.
I just said.
You got to get this work right now.
But you don't like my 5-minute rule, though. I'm going to allow you to give it to me any way you want. You got 5 minutes. You just made my point.
I didn't make your point.
Yes,
no,
you
I
did.
didn't. No, I did not.
In the heat of the moment, I'm going to come at you any way I want because I'm pissed. Cool. Get it off your chest. You got 5 minutes.
No, I don't. I got as long as I fucking feel this way.
And personally,
don't fucking put a timer on my emotions. I might slap the shit out you, dog.
And
the word is life.
And personally, me, an argument that lasts longer than it should is involved with personals. That's why you put a cap on it. That's just me speaking from experience. You put a cap on it because an argument that can go all night is liable to get some low blows thrown in there, and those hurt worse than the actual truth that you're actually arguing about. Oh, you got such and such in your phone. My heart's broken. Cool. You know what I mean? You're going back and forth, blah, blah, blah. But then when you start throwing personals, you've now made it worse. That's what I'm saying. So to save somebody else from...
How's it taste, motherfucker?
What you mean?
How's it taste?
That's the crazy part, because somebody will go to certain lengths just to make you feel how they feel.
Yeah, that's true.
That's why I say, listen, I'm not about to argue all night. I could be dead wrong. Say what you want to say, because what I did...
What kind of stuff do you argue about?
I don't. I keep everything eternal.
I don't think that's healthy. You got to argue, or you got to at least say what it is. It don't have to be an argument, but you at least have to say what it is that's bothering you.
I can use you an example. I can tell you what I don't like. And all my siblings, for me, I get in your face and I tell y'all what I don't like. And I'm the bad wolf every time. Y'all never receive my criticism as just a man who just doesn't like something you said or did.
Nigga, what the fuck do we talk about when you give us constructive criticism on anything?
I don't.
Well, so what the fuck are you talking about?
Because when I did, why are you yelling? Like, fam.
When was this? Are we talking recently adulthood, or are you talking children?
Adulthood.
I don't remember any situations like that within adulthood where you sat us down and told us something.
I wouldn't say sat you down. I'm just telling you from my experience. Like, if I do something once, I don't return to it because I say, okay, I see how you guys received it. And because I'm not being received the way that I think that I should, I'm just not going to do nothing. So when people say, hey, you shouldn't keep it in, I know what it's like to express myself to anybody. Anybody tells, like, people always tell me I look so mean, I'm grumpy.
You do.
Then what's the point of me? Then I can't go to somebody and say I don't like this because I'm always the bad guy. Like, I'm a big dark cloud, and if I tell somebody, hey, I don't like that you said that,
you gotta stop giving a fuck about being the bad guy when your feelings is involved. If you got something on your chest, fuck how they gonna take it. If you gotta say it, you gotta say it. Like, I'm not here for you to feel like I'm fucking playing guidance counselor and walking you through your college applications. Nigga, I just need to let you know as a man what the fuck is going on and what you did that made me feel how I felt.
It don't matter to me. If people aren't going to listen, I'm not going to waste my time saying it. That's me, and that works for me. Some people want to express themselves at every turn. I look at it as, you know what, you did that, cool. You got yours coming. That's me. You gonna get yours, B. I don't have to say anything. Whatever we put into the earth, whatever we put into the universe, it's going to come back to you.
Because a lot of times that could be the case, but that person probably don't even think or felt like they did anything wrong. So they just going around skipping along, doing it to, they're going to do it again to you. They're going to do it to the next person next to you and all that shit. You got to put people in a place so they catch wind of the bullshit that they doing and correct the errors in their characteristics. And if not, that's when I'm like, all right, well, I told you about yourself and you continually doing the same shit. So I'm not fucking with you no more because you don't get it.
Doesn't work for me. And I'm cool with that. I'm cool with being on my own planet, doing my own thing. It is what it is. But
I want people to tell me, tell me. If I did something that upset you or made you feel some type of way, tell me. I don't know if I did or if I didn't if you don't tell me. Because I'll fuck around and do the same shit again. And if you tell me when it happens or how it made you feel, I respect it. Like, I respect niggas' feelings, men and women. Like, tell me how you, all right, cool. If it's nothing that was on my heart that was malicious or like I intentionally did that shit, but if it was just something that I did that make you feel some type of way and you told me, and I was like, oh shit, I had no idea. My fault. I apologize. I ain't even mean it like that.
I'm glad you brought that up. I'm about to read something real quick. And this is one of the reasons why I can't see myself being in another relationship ever. Because it's just a simple stuff like this where I want to be me and do me and not really cause no harm, but this can really bring torture to the person that you might be dating. So check this out. And this is an old article. Y'all might have even read this before, but this is her diary. So this is what she wrote. Tonight, I thought my husband was acting weird. We had made plans to meet at a nice restaurant for dinner. I was shopping with my friends all day long, so I thought he was upset at the fact that I was a bit late, but he made no comment on it. Conversations wasn't flowing, so I suggested we go somewhere quiet so we could talk. He agreed, but he didn't say much. I asked him what was wrong. He said nothing. I asked him if it was my fault that he was upset, and he said he wasn't upset, that he had nothing to do with me, that had nothing to do with the lettering is small. I'm trying to read this. Mine is going bad. So basically, the guy was just in his zone. He was just in his mood. And the wife was just trying to pry out of him what was wrong. Make a long story short, she thought they was heading for a divorce. He was just upset his motorcycle wouldn't start. But he held it inside. And it was just something that bothered him. But his wife took it to the moon. Oh my God, you're angry. You don't want to talk to me. That's just the type of person I am. Like me, like that. I definitely relate to that.
I don't get it. What the fuck was the problem with him just saying I'm bothered that my motorcycle isn't working? I can't figure out why.
Because it wasn't that important. You don't know that it's going to cause that type of fire alarm. We don't know that for the people that don't express themselves in that way. How did we know? We could be headed for divorce just because I'm pissed at my motorcycle.
But I don't get why thicken the problem by not just answering the question.
That wasn't the idea, to thicken the problem.
Right. No, if somebody asks you, like, I don't know if people know this or not, but when something's on your mind or something's off or something's just not right with you, something's on your mind, whatever it is, your spouse can tell. Mm-hmm. And you're off. You're not reacting the same as normal, whatever the case may be. Yo, what's up? You're not really like yourself today. You all right? Yeah, I'm good. So why you acting like that? Nothing. Whole time, your motorcycle not working is bothering you. Just say that shit.
Why does it have to go to that extreme?
What extreme?
Why do she thought that he wanted a divorce?
I don't know why I had to go to that extreme.
That's what I'm saying.
But she clearly thought it was a deeper problem than he wanted to express. Your motorcycle not working is not grounds of fucking holding in. That's not you expressing that. It ain't gonna hurt nothing.
Listen to what you
She would have left you alone after that. My motorcycle, maybe she could have offered a way to help fix it.
Did you do anything wrong? No. So if how I feel is written all over my face and you had nothing to do with it, ask me, am I okay? If I say I'm okay, leave it alone. That's me. That's me.
Yes, I agree with that too. If I say I'm fine.
That's what he said.
But he wasn't fine. He was disturbed at the fact that his motorcycle wasn't working, which was making him act weird to her. All he had to say was, I'm bothered, my motorcycle ain't working. And she'd be like, oh, all right, everything would have been cool. Everything would have been fucking cool. Especially now, if it was something that she did, I went through your phone the other day, I saw dick pics from 7 niggas in your phone.
So she's guilty. Do you think this is the action of a guilty person?
No. I'm just saying, based on the evidence provided, if there was actually a problem that he had with something like that, seeing something in her phone that he didn't like, all right, that's grounds for holding it in because he don't feel like talking about it yet. Cool. But and then when you actually say it, now that Pandora's box is open. Now a whole conversation or possibly situation is going to ensue from that. There is nothing that is going to be poured on top of this situation by you telling her your motorcycle is working, or my computer shut down, I can't record my podcast, or any miscellaneous situation like that. That's not going to make anything worse. I don't see a problem with just saying that.
Believe it or not, there's some people out there who do not wish to talk about their day. You can have a bad day at the gym and bring it home, and your wife.
How do you have a bad day at the gym?
No energy. I've been in the gym to where you just like, man, I'm not. And then your whole day.
I had a bad day.
Your whole day is in the shitter because if you do good in the gym, you feel great. If you start off the day sluggish,
I haven't gotten to that point yet. I'm happy if I go to the gym and do 10 minutes on the treadmill and don't feel like doing nothing else, I still count that as a W. Mm-hmm. I had a good day. Yep, I did 10 minutes on the treadmill.
Okay.
I ain't feel like doing shit else after that, so I left. So I did get on the treadmill.
Anything during the day could have triggered you and put you in a bad mood. And not everybody wants to go home and talk to them about it. Like
I think, honestly, I really think people call it not wanting to talk or you just silent, whatever like that, strong silent type, whatever it's called that people who don't want to talk call it. I just think that's at a point it's poor communication and not wanting to talk. There's nothing wrong with this man telling his wife that I'm bothered my motorcycle doesn't work. That's poor communication. That's not hurting anything.
This is what I mentioned about 30 minutes ago. We need emotionally stable women and we need emotionally available men.
Yeah.
Obviously, we're not emotionally available. So what that's saying is when an emotion triggers us, I don't necessarily see the fact that I got to tell you everything. It'll be taken care of. I'll fix it eventually or I'll trash it. It has nothing to do with you. It's a motorcycle. Nothing to do with you. So we can look at it like that. Like, fam, I'm good. And yes, and you're married. So there's going to be nights where the dinner date just ain't rocking. It's going to be nights where one night you banging her head against the headboard. And there's going to be some nights where she ain't feeling it or you ain't feeling it. It's to me, that comes with a relationship and you get a long time. Not everything's going to go right. So don't take this one night at dinner as a divorce is coming because I got an off night.
So how can you say that men need to be more emotionally available or expressive? It didn't say that this nigga in this scenario, he didn't do anything wrong by not saying it.
I said we need to be more available to your women, need to be more stable because we can't ask women to do something and we not contribute our part. Now, if this guy, obviously, for him not to want to discuss his motorcycle, that's an emotionally unavailable type of person. And for her, the woman is normally the caretaker and the person who just wants to fix everything that a man is going through, children, whatever. That might be her style. And they got to come together on that. Like, they got to come together on that because they're basically clashing. And there could be somebody else out there for her who's willing to tell her everything she wants to know. You understand what I'm saying? And there might be somebody, let's say they got a divorce and he married somebody who asked him once and ain't gonna ask again. That don't mean that his new wife gonna love him any less.
I don't know, man. That's weird to me. I don't see how. Weird. I don't know. Not what you said, but the scenario. But like, I find it weird that you're only bothered by your motorcycle not working and you don't want to say that shit. Babe, what's wrong with you?
That's
nothing,
not
man. My cell phone broke, man.
That's not what I'm saying.
Regular. It's just regular shit. If it's not a problem. He's making it into a problem.
No, she made it into the problem.
Nah, but she's making it worse, but she clearly sees that something's wrong with her. When I'm in a relationship and I see that something's wrong with her and it's clearly visible, it's all over your face, and I ask you what's wrong and you say nothing, that's going to piss me off. Your energy is so far off, I can sense that shit before I even walk through the door. I ask you what's wrong, you say nothing. Don't lie to me. There's clearly something the fuck wrong with you. So I'm going to ask you one more time. After that, what I'm going to do is go about my day as if your energy isn't bothering me.
That's what I'm saying.
But that's me as a man. Women don't do that. Right, and niggas know that. And niggas still continue to be difficult with just saying simple shit. Just fucking tell her.
He didn't do it on purpose. He didn't try to do it to trigger. What I'm saying to you is he might have, because I'm not him, so can't think like him. But what I'm saying to you is he might have thought something just as small as a motorcycle was not important. And he might have everything else. He might have his T's crossed on every other situation. But his motorcycle, now let's say he can't feel his energy. He might thinking, because I go through this. I might think that I'm smiling and people look at me and say, yo, why you kind of look like you kind of got something on your mind. Caught me slipping because I'm trying not to show that negative energy.
But it's coming out of you naturally, which means something's fucking wrong with you. We can see it. You trying to mask it is making it more obvious that something's wrong. That's what the fuck I just heard. I'm smiling. Nigga, no, you not. You mad as fuck. What the fuck is wrong with you? And that's our problem because we notice that something's wrong with you, but you think that you're concealing it and we ask about it. Nah, nigga, get your shit straight. Say the shit. Just say it. Especially if it's something as small as that. If it's a big problem, you spent the money in a savings account and you don't know how to tell her or how you going to get it back. All right, well, that's something worth withdrawing or holding out on until you got an actual fucking answer. But your cell phone broke. Your fucking boss broke your pencil at work. Like, come on, man. That's little shit. You can say that shit, man. How hard is it?
Depends on your personality. That's what I'm getting at.
But if you're in a relationship with a woman, you got to know certain shit you got to know that you got to do, even when you don't want to do it. Even when you don't want to do it. You got to act sometimes.
Are you really
lie
happy?
to me good, baby. Lie to me fucking good. Lie to me good. Yeah, baby, I'm happy as hell to be home. What? Can't wait to get in this motherfucker. Let me go in the bathroom for an hour to get some time for myself. Word up, man. Yeah. You gotta play the game. You gotta play the game right. Yes, I'm mad, but I don't want to tell you. But I'm gonna act like everything peaches. Yes, baby, I'm straight. Matter of fact, can you do me a favor? Could you go in and make my little favorite sandwich that I like to make? I'm gonna hop in the shower for a second. Meanwhile, I'm going to pull a ghost from Power and cry in the shower and hide it with the fucking shower water. And I'm going to get out and I'm going to smile my biggest fucking smile.
Know what that remind me of? Because I was watching Eastbound and Down over the weekend. And that sounded like something Kenny Powers would say. Yes, I'm angry, but I'm not going to tell you because you might judge me, so I'm going to lie to you.
Right,
and tell you I'm good.
Exactly.
But he says that to your face.
But he actually says that to you, right? No, I'm not good, April, but you pissed me off. And I don't know how to handle my emotions, so I'm going to walk away. And when I figure them out, I'm going to come back and tell you. But for right now, we're done. And he walk the fuck off.
That's Kenny Powers.
Walk the fuck off.
That's what he do. Like, he'll tell you everything.
He told Stevie, he said, Steve, what the fuck? You cheated on Maria? He said, yes, but not for like shit. He said, well, no shit, dick bag. If you would have told me about it, I would have told you. You're not emotionally strong enough to handle this kind of equipment. But me, I do this shit all the time, so it doesn't bother me. But for you, it's a problem. For me, I do this shit all the time, so I can handle the emotional burden of this. But you can't. Funny as hell. Just talk to your fellas, lady, man. No matter how big, this is my take on it. Talk to your ladies, no matter, especially if it's small. Now, if it's a bigger situation, it might take more for you to actually express how you feel based on that. But the minuscule shit, we all know that women want to be the caretakers. They want to make the men feel good and things of that nature. And they're concerned about things that you may be concerned with. So if you're looking like you're having an off day and she asks, and it's a very tiny issue, just tell her, and you won't be on the verge of getting a divorce over a malfunctioning motorcycle like the gentleman in this explanation.
I like what you said, though. Lie to her good, man.
Lie to her good.
Shuck and jive. When you walk in that door, you shuck and jive. You tell her you had a great day.
Or just take that 10 minutes when you pull up to the parking lot before you go in the house.
No.
Take that 10 minutes.
I like the shower. No, because I like the shower. Get in the shower, cry, let it out. So this way.
Yeah, that too.
Because if you do it in the car, your eyes are still going to be red and watery. Like, you can't walk into the house.
I wear shades all the time, so. I wear my sunglasses at night. So I can.
Fresher fiasco. We got like 2 or 3. I do remember one. I can do mine real quick. Fresh or Fiasco. Now, we love some Power.
Yes.
Rumor has it, though, it's going to be a 15-episode season.
Okay.
But the plan is to split it up into 2 series. Like, have 6 episodes here.
Like a mid-season finale and then air it.
Fresh or Fiasco. That's the move.
I've known a couple of TV shows to do this. And I hated it each time it was done. I'm going to go Fiasco. Don't bring me out the appetizer and then make me wait an hour before you bring my motherfucking meal. I don't want that shit no more. I'm watching something else. I want to eat someone. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm over this now. I get it, though, especially if this is the last season, to prolong the audience or whatever like that. I get it. I get what they could possibly benefit from it. But as the fan, as the audience, as the consumer, don't fucking play with me. I want all of that I want 15 straight weeks of Power, my nigga. I don't want 7 weeks and then 6 weeks. Like, no. That shit to me straight up. Fiasco.
I'm going to go Fiasco as well. It's the season finale. It's the last season of Power. And bad enough for 5 seasons, we've got like 10 episodes and long off seasons.
Very long.
So now, excuse me, you want to give us the season finale and still give us a cliffhanger at that. So now come episode 6.
We got to wait, 3-4 weeks before episode 7?
Well, if the season starts August 31st, and you give us
25th, right?
25th, and you give us 6 or 7 episodes.
What's that, early October?
October, and then you go back into it in January, because I think that's when the fall or the winter, whatever they do.
No.
I don't know how long the breaks are.
Bullshit.
But this is the season finale, and I want all my chips with the dip now.
I want my chips with the motherfucking dip.
Fiasco, if this is the move. Just give it to me, man.
Facts. Fiasco. Fresh or Fiasco. LeBron James has organized a pre-mini camp before the official mini camp to build team chemistry amongst the current roster of the Los Angeles Lakers. Fresh or Fiasco?
I'm going to go Fresh. He know what time it is. He just got criticized for losing his hunger to win after the Cavs won their first and only championship. And they said that he lost his hunger to win.
How?
Oh, you didn't see that interview with the Cavaliers general manager? Said
Dan Gilbert?
No, not Dan Gilbert.
That's the owner, right?
That's the owner. It was the general manager.
Who the fuck knows the general manager from the Cavaliers' name? Nobody.
We all know his name. I just can't think of it right now. But he's
a fucking nobody.
He's the Pelicans general manager now. So he's been on TV recently. So people know who he is. But what he said was working for LeBron was, it made him cry in the car. Like he wanted to quit basketball because, trying to get players on Cleveland to commit when LeBron wouldn't commit to them. But basically he said after LeBron won, he kind of like didn't have that drive anymore because he did it. Cleveland needed one. He got them one. So with this,
hold on, I'm confused because if my memory serves me correctly, he was only here for 1 more year after they won that chip.
No, he was there 2 more years. They lost the first year, they won the second, and then they lost the last 2.
And they went to the finals each year?
Every year, yeah.
Lost his hunger to win how?
Oh, that's what he said, man.
That shit don't make no sense.
But what I'm saying to you, if you're LeBron, this is a fresh move. This is a dope move because people are going around saying that you lost your hunger to win. The Clippers, people are saying they're the team to beat in the West. You still got to contend. You still got to go against Golden State.
Houston is
Denver.
Portland,
Denver.
Utah.
People sleeping on Portland. Now, if I'm LeBron, this is what leaders do. Like, there's no excuses. You got Anthony Davis, the best player out of the whole summer that moved. People forget about that. He's the best player that moved. And I like it fresh.
It's definitely fresh. The earlier you build team chemistry on the court, you know what I'm saying, the better. And it's a lot of pieces that haven't played with each other before. So you got to get that chemistry. The main 4 of the Lakers goes as follow. It will be LeBron James, Anthony Davis, Kyle Kuzma, DeMarcus Cousins. That's going to be the squad. And I think a pre-mini camp is especially vital for players like Cousins and Davis, who have chemistry amongst each other because they did play for New Orleans for a short stint of time before, as well as Rajon Rondo. So those three have chemistry. Rondo, LeBron, and Kuzma played for a season already. So these things are familiar to them. But for the overall scope of the team, is players in certain aspects of the game that you got to get kind of in sync to be able to to win as many games as possible. It's absolutely fresh. There's nothing that could go wrong from this. I hope they taking it light and not playing like full 5-on-5 contact and no shit like that, risking injury before the season even starts. But I mean, it's dope. It's absolutely dope because it just enhances the chances for us, capital US, for us to win, you know what I'm saying, this season. So absolutely fresh. What was the other one I had?
I don't remember.
I didn't even write it down.
That might be it.
Nope, that's it. That's all I got.
You don't remember your
and I forgot my fuck is you doing. But yo, last week I gave y'all the fuck is you doing on Instagram. It was to the individual named Claudino da Silva, aka Shorty, who tried to imitate his daughter wearing a mask, disguise himself as his daughter wearing like a Miss Doubtfire silicone mask, a wig, a pink shirt, a little fucking female rhinestone jean outfit, and this motherfucker tried to escape jail. They caught his ass because he was acting nervous, and he went back to jail.
Was it just because he was acting nervous?
It was just because he was acting nervous.
Pretty trash.
The mask was garbage, and so were those fucking guards. Because if you telling me that with this fucking get up this nigga had on, if that wasn't a clear giveaway that this nigga wasn't an actual person, that you only caught on to him because he was acting nervous, y'all, that's a bum ass prison. I'm surprised more motherfuckers ain't escaping from there.
Well, they probably have. He wouldn't have done it if
right. He probably seen somebody else do it. Oh shit, that shit worked.
Orderly.
The fucked up thing about it is two things. One, for him to use his daughter's identity, she was going to stay behind in jail while he used her identity and be out. Bro, do you not care about your daughter's well-being in a maximum federal fucking penitentiary? She's a 19-year-old woman in here with gangsters, rapists, murderers, killers. You just going to leave her in there? That's fucked up. And how long did you think she was going to be in there before the guards realized that this wasn't you? I'm sure she didn't have a fucking costume too. Like, and you know them, it's shower time, right? Like, it's group showers, community shower, my nigga. Like, how you plan on hiding that? All right, so cool. He got busted. Then the next day, he committed suicide in his cell. Strange shit, man. Strange shit. I don't know whether to say RIP or what, but listen, God bless your soul, brother. That's all I'm gonna say.
Yeah, man. For those of you out there who are dealing with depression and suicide, man, stay strong.
Smoke some weed.
Stay strong.
You know what I'm saying? Oh yeah, that was my answer to your question earlier too. If therapy don't work, I would advise either getting another therapist or trying to do things on your own time for yourself that would assist with you trying to get to whatever mental level that you're trying to reach. All positive things, of course, all body positive things as well to try to, you know what I'm saying, strengthen your mental. But me, oh yeah, I'm rolling that thing up before and after the therapy session. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
So this was episode 147, the Podcast Brothers. Share this with a friend, man. Subscribe, leave us a review on Apple Podcasts.
Check out the website. Check out the Twitter page, Podcast Brothers. Check out the Instagram page, Podcast Brothers, and the Facebook group, the Podcast Brothers group, for all interactive and detailed and dope conversations. Yeah, boy.
Peace out.
Deuce.